back to the lab, and today we are doing something absolutely crazy and there is no reason for it, so I don't know why would you make something like this, but there is actually a reason for us, because we will need this for the next project. So what I'm talking about is actually a ZVS driver, and this Frankenstein ZVS driver is absolutely huge. As you can see, we got two IRFP 260 and MOSFETs, and we got a 8 gauge wire here, and then it's just big, beefy. It can take up to 1000 watts. So what are we doing today is a good question. I thought, what if we take the big driver and make it a little bit smaller? Then I thought, that might not be as small as I need, so I thought I'm gonna use this heatsink. Then I thought, no, I'm gonna use this one. And then eventually I realized, heck, let's actually do something really cool, and I got this heatsink. We will make a micro ZVS driver. Freaking awesome. Now, to make it smaller, there is a price to pay, and that is performance. But we can actually make this little thing quite powerful, because we got these motherboard MOSFETs. So these particular MOSFETs I have right here is PD09N03LA. It says right on the MOSFET there. These are motherboard MOSFETs, which are capable, source to drain voltage at 25 volts and current of 50 amps. Now what it gets interesting is here, this thing right here. You might be able to see it if you're looking at it on the full screen. We have continuous drain current of 50 amps at 25C, and then we have 45 amps at 100C, so that makes it perfect for our application. And post drain current only 350 amps, just perfect for us. Yeah, I don't know if it's entirely possible, but by the looks of it, one MOSFET can go more than 1000 watts. That even makes sense. Enough of talking, and let's actually do something. So what I have here is kind of a sketch of what I'm going to do for my circuit, and it's going to be really small, so I'm really have to be precise of how I do it. Now there is two ways to do this. There's actually three ways, but that I know and I would actually do. But so the first way is to use a Dremel and actually take away the copper and make your traces, which I really don't like. The second way that I really prefer, but it takes a long time, is to actually go on the computer, use the laser printer, and print properly the layout, put it on the copper, etch the copper, and get the best result. And then the last way, which we are doing today, is we are actually drawing with a special marker on the copper and etching the copper away, which leaves us with somewhat good quality PCB, and not the best, but not the worst. Okay guys, so now we have two PCBs, and what we're going to do is we will etch them. This is not a etching video whatsoever. There is a special chemical you need for etching PCBs. I'm not gonna go into what it is, because I will have a separate video sometime soon. But there we go. This is the chemical. You insert your PCB under a angle, or what, float like this. If you want to cover it, and pretty much it. You move it around and you let it etch. Alright guys, so our PCBs are beautifully made, etched, and it's time for the next step. Acetone. So now we take the marker off, and what we're left with is bare copper. That is beautiful. It's really a fast process. Just rub it and then it comes off really fast. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do now is we will start soldering our board, and we have all of the parts we need. So I'm going to be drinking some coffee, and while we do that, I'm also going to build our thing. So we will need 2 MOSFETs. Okay, and I will be trying to cut out as little as possible so you guys can see what it takes to build something like that. So this is a paste, special paste soldering flux. Oh my, having a bad day. This is flux, and I just covered the whole area. So now we will do what's called tinning. So we are set to 350 Celsius, which is actually about 300 Celsius. Just heat it up. So we will build our circuit. It perfectly fits on our heatsink. We'll put some thermal paste on the heatsink and kind of glue this board to it. And that should do. I think it's gonna work just great. Alright guys, after lots of struggling, burning up different components and, you know, blowing up inductors and diodes, I finally got it working. And I have to tell you, it holds quite a punch. This thing is so small, it's just unbelievable. I can't believe I made something like this because it's much more powerful than I had expected. So what we will do right now is I have 6 lithium-ion batteries. So 3, as you can see, these are in parallel and 3 of them are in series. So totally we should get 4 volts, 8 volts and 12 volts. So that is all good. So now what we will do is we will drive a flyback, which is right here, and I'll show you the close-up. Alright, so we are almost set for the demonstration. I'm just going to walk you through of what we have. So we have a flyback transformer. It is 4 turns each side, so we got 8 turns center tap. We have a 1 microfarad 100 volt capacitor. We also have a variable spark gap here, which we can change. We have a amp meter that measures the current going to this little guy. And this little guy is driving the flyback. So let's actually do something. So this is the positive terminal, and when I touch here, you will see that we will get a spark. Okay, so this is actually the current. We are pulling open circuit, and this is the current we are pulling when we're trying to drive it. It's 2 amps. So now let's go to 8 volts. And as you can see, 8 volts is much more powerful. So this is open circuit current. And as I go closer, boom, 4 amps. As you can see, it's going red hot. Okay, let's go up to 12 volts, shall we? 3, 2, 1. 12 volts, 1 amp open current, and boom. Going 4 amps, and the wire is glowing red hot, and it's actually sparkling. You're melting the wire right now. Absolutely stunning. The spark distance is approximately 1 inch. Okay, that's my finger, so it's approximately 1 inch. And pretty cool device. So for all that testing, it got a little bit warm, but not too warm, since we are using a really good quality motherboard MOSFETs. So that's about it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button on the bottom. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you will know when a new video comes out, and hit that bell button so you will actually know when the video comes out. How about that? Anyway, that was a really good project. I really enjoyed doing it. As you can see, this is the big brother and this is the small brother. Holds quite a punch. The size significance is huge. Like, the gauge of wiring is thicker than the circuit itself. Anyway, as you can see, I have the second board, and I will be making another one of these because they are just so cool. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.